How have they not pieced together yet that they're mind control devices? How have they still not realized Detainment Day 2? Tim, evening. Evening? I thought we could only visit in the evening. And we basically visited there during the day. What do I know? It's evening now. So maybe it was approaching evening. So, there are two things we need to do. First, find Brad. Second, look into what those cube-shaped devices actually do. Is Brad the man we saw in the plaza? You know him, right? Hope you don't end up squaring off against each other because of this case. Yeah, that'd be pretty scary. We don't know for sure yet that that'll even happen. Let's just concentrate on uncovering the truth. Oh, and one more thing. If we see Mighty Anna, we need to check and see how it's doing. That'll relate to everything here somehow, right? Mighty Anna? Yeah, Pikachu asked me to check on it. Apparently, it's friends with a Luxray in the station. Wow, you talk about all that? It just sounded like Pika Pika to me. Yeah, that's normal. I'm pretty sure I'm the weird one here. Not weird, Tim. Exceptional. Thanks, Rachel. I'm glad I opened up to you. Detectives? We just said all this in front of this guy. Oh, sorry. Guess we shouldn't keep talking here. No, that's fine. Were you talking about Brad just now? You didn't hear anything about me being able to talk to Pikachu, did you? Yes. Something we'd like to ask him about. Well, if you're looking for Brad, you just headed out to 2nd Avenue on new orders. Really? Thanks for letting us know. Okay, we're headed to 2nd Avenue, right? Let's go hear what Brad has to say. Yeah, exceptional! That's us! Oh, here's the Pokemon with the thing around the neck for that quiz. Carefree City Kitty. Wah! It sure is a cute Pokemon. Oh, that's Delcatty. It really is cute. You suppose it's going for a walk? It seems pretty used to humans. You think this one is someone's partner? Its fur around its neck's like a fluffy scarf. Charming, isn't it? I could keep petting it all day. Oh, wait. Doesn't that fit the characteristics the quiz professor described? Oh, you may be right. Let's go give her our answer. Yeah, the built-in neck pillow Pokemon. Yeah, seems pretty handy to have there. Oh yeah, Carvia. Apparently coming up in like, I think it's exactly a week's time at my university. Apparently there's like a Smash tournament going on. I've seen flyers for it like posted around my university on like bulletin boards and stuff like that. A small part of me was thinking about going and playing in it. It says like free entry, like just come and play and stuff like that. A small part of me was thinking about doing it just for fun, but I don't know. Watch out, unparalleled strength. Wow, check out those muscles. What's up? Here's a look at my Machamp. Are his muscles a sight to behold? He certainly looks extremely strong. Sure does. Wee. What's up? So it's like if I figured out the answer. Yes, I have. It's Delcatty, isn't it? But yeah, if I did end up deciding to play, I would probably reach out to you and like, you know, try to practice. Oh, correct. Was this one a little difficult? Delcatty eats, sleeps, and lives as it pleases at its own pace. It's very proud of its fur and prefers to keep it clean, so it hates dirty places. If Pikachu were here, he probably would have gotten into an argument about whose fur was glossier. They're usually nocturnal too. Seems rare to find one during the day. Oh, I see you know a thing or two about Pokemon. How splendid. Now, without further ado, on to the third and final question. What Pokemon can sense emotions via the protrusion on its head and prefers secluded places? Sense emotions via the protrusions on its head and prefers secluded places. I don't know. All the hints you get. Hit you up for practice anytime. Okie doke. Super cool. I'm jealous. You want to go to a tournament. Yeah, because you never go to tournaments. Protrusion on its head. What could that be? Because we just have to check some area where there aren't a lot of people around. Alright, detective uses legs of yours and find the answer. Also, my cousin's older kiddo was telling me that he was thinking about getting into some more competitive Smash because apparently, like, Smash is a semi-big thing at his school. And he wants to get better at it. But he was, you know, trying to figure out what character should you try to pick up more seriously. And because of me, he was thinking about picking up Pokemon Trainer. And so might ask me for some practice with Pokemon Trainer sometime. I would need to actually go over and practice with him or bring him here, though. Because, like, for whatever reason, the weird internet connection type they have there, they can't quite seem to connect to, like, Switch Online stuff, like, for Smash. It's odd. Some weird connection type there. Maybe I'll go and see if I can troubleshoot over there at some point. Maybe I'll do. But, you know, they do also just live, like, 5 minutes away from me. Like, it's in biking distance or a very easy drive. So, I might potentially end up, you know, showing some Pokemon trainer stuff to my little cousin one of these days. Oh, you two, you shouldn't go this way. It's dangerous. Did something happen? There's an angry Pokemon back there. We should probably leave it alone for a while. What do you think, Tim? Sounds like a police officer came this way. I see Brad's Manectric there. I think Brad must have gone this way. So should we. Let's keep an eye out for that angry Pokemon. Also, I was looking at a, one of the recent combo videos that I saw of Smash Ultimate. There was this one with a Pokemon trainer player that played Squirtle that used a jab lock setup that I hadn't seen before, that I didn't realize was possible. If I play against you again one of these days, I'll try it. I never quite realized it was an option. Call the police, I'm sure they'll do something about it soon. Hope the police can take care of this quickly. Which leaves me with 3 different main Squirtle jab lock options now. Like, in terms of setting it up, is the case. Not things to do from the lock. Now then, we're going to have to detain this Pokemon properly. It's another low percent one. So I have, like, my high percent ones, which is forward tilt. My medium kind of percent ones, which is, like, down air. But I saw one recently that was a good setup for low percent, and I was like, oh, okay, so maybe I have a potential jab lock starter from all the percents then. You know? I don't know, I'll try it. Now then, we're going to have to detain this Pokemon properly. It's Brad. It sounds like he's just about to detain a Pokemon. Cutscene? Lady Anna, back alley outlaw. Well, not quite a full-on cutscene. It's a Mightyena. Wait, Tim, isn't that... Yeah, it's the Pokemon Pikachu asked me to check up on. Luxray's friend. Well, well, if it isn't our great detective, you're welcome to observe, but don't get in our way. This Mightyena is preventing the residents from passing through. How? Not only that, this same Mightyena was previously involved in an altercation with a Luxray. This Pokemon poses a clear threat to the public. I'm afraid we'll have to detain it until we can calm it down. Wait, Brad. And you are? Wait, you're the mayor's daughter, aren't you? Yes, I'm Howard's daughter, Rachel. Just look at this Mightyena, Brad. Poor thing is injured. Please, at least treat its wounds before you take it in. Don't you feel sorry for Mightyena? I'll make sure it receives treatment after I've taken it to the station. Will that satisfy you? No, it won't. We'll treat Mightyena ourselves then. Oh, you two? My, who knew you were so talented? Tim, let's get help from a Pokemon. Are we even sure there's a Pokemon that can help? We'll go find one right now. I'm sure there's one in the city somewhere. Maybe we can find a Chansey or an Audino or an Indeedee or something. Okay, let's have a look around the city. Great. No. Fine. No. No point going this way. Yeah, I guess I'm not going that way then. Whoops. I fat fingered too many buttons. Oh my god. Oh man. My goodness gracious. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's any point going this way. Then why is this not just like a solid wall? I don't think there's any point going this way. Then why isn't that a solid wall to... hi. Indeedee, sincere empath. Look, Tim, Indeedee. Hey, you two. What do you think you're doing? Pokemon is hurt. Please, we need Indeedee's help. Is that so? Very well. We should always help one another in times of need. Go with them, Indeedee. You can help them out. How does she know that she's not going to see her Indeedee again? Or that she is going to see her Indeedee again? After letting her Pokemon go off with some strangers. Thank you so much. This way, Indeedee. Like, what if we were nefarious? Something or other. What if we had ill intentions here? You know, especially with all these Pokemon being falsely detained. That sounded like a sound effect that you'd hear in like a Legend of Zelda teleporting out of the dungeon at the end kind of thing. So it sounded kind of like, it appears that the Mightyena has recovered nicely. Not fully, but it's at least stable for now. Now, I trust this is enough to put your mind at ease, Rachel. I appreciate you waiting for us to get it treated. There's something I'd like to talk to you about, Brad, before you take Mighty Anna away. And what's that, great detective? There's something off about all these Pokemon detainments the police have been doing. Every single incident was caught by the surveillance cameras. That's too convenient to be natural. Surely you've noticed, Brad? Innocent Pokemon are being framed. That's what happened to my Pikachu, and he can't be the only one. So you're suspicious of the surveillance cameras. But the footage on those cameras is incriminating evidence. Unless, great detective, you found evidence that Pokemon are being framed. I have, actually. Not yet. What do you mean, not yet? No, not yet. In that case, I have no choice but to take this Mighty Anna into custody. It's my duty. Like, the Pikachu in the photos does not look like my Pikachu. Take it away. And we heard that Ditto can't transform completely properly. You know, I feel like that's pretty compelling. But what do I know? Yes, sir. Detain the Mighty Anna right now, sir. But Mighty Anna's okay. It'll be with Pikachu and the others at the station. I'm sure it'll be fine. Well, assuming it's in the same cell. This is all just so frustrating. There's like a little fruit fly around in my room here. And now I don't know where it went. I couldn't even stop Brad. And Brad sucks. We just had some proof. We have some. We have to find some. We need to find some. Yeah. The lady's testimony that said her Ditto can't quite transform properly. The fact that her Ditto is missing. The fact that the Pikachu in that photo does not look like an exact match with my Pikachu. And the fact that Ditto can transform, but not quite right there. Oh, thank goodness. I'm glad that Mighty Anna finally calmed down. Now we can finally get through here safely. Hey, Tim, I bet we could talk to these people right now. You're right. Let's see what they have to say. Thank you for calming that Mighty Anna just now. You really did us a favor.
Yes.
Oh, we actually didn't do much. Do you mind if we ask you some questions? Oh, what do you need? This looks so unnatural. It's so weird. How did this come out from the highest grossing media IP, man? About the cube-shaped devices. Do you know anything about the cube-shaped devices that are used when Pokemon are detained? I mean, those things, they stick to their backs. The way they glow, they're pretty hard to miss. Yeah, I already knew that. Glowing backs, huh? Kinda reminds me of Volbeat or Illumise. Yeah, at Fogbound Lake. Oh, and the Pokemon seem to really dislike those devices. How could you tell? I saw a Pokemon struggling and flailing its limbs. Oh, Brad.
Excuse me?
You know anything about Brad McMaster? He's the police lieutenant who was just here. Not really, but he certainly was easy on the eyes. Yeah, he gives Rhyme City's finest a whole new meaning. Yeah, okay. I don't think we're going to learn anything useful about Brad from these two.
Hey!
What should we do now, Tim? That we'll be able to speak with Brad directly anymore today. Let's talk to some other people. Lucky for us, there still seem to be a bunch of people out and about. Oh my god. How long does this section of talking to people go on? Hope we can learn more about Brad and those cube-shaped devices. What'll I do?
Excuse me?
Need help with something? Right, so, see that building back there? Well, my kids accidentally threw a ball up on the roof. But I can't get there to retrieve it, so I'm not sure what to do. No kidding. I can't even see that high up from here. The game physically won't let me. Scaling the wall is pretty much out of the question. Yep, and the icing on the cake? I foolishly promised my kids I'd have their balls back to them by tomorrow. There's gotta be some way to get to it. Any ideas? Actually, I think this calls for some Pokemon help. Let's go look for a Pokemon that's good at climbing buildings. Let's see what we can do. Please wait here for a bit, so go talk to that Apom. Really? Thank you so much. Retrieve the ball for the man's children. Wee. What was this last thing? I don't even remember. Sense of motions via protrusions on its head and prefers secluded places. Cannon! I don't know what to do.
Excuse me?
Is everything okay? Well, I live on a back street just off Fountain Plaza. You see, I always used to walk through the plaza on my way home. Now, whenever I'm walking through the plaza, I keep hearing this strange voice saying to kill them all. Strange voice? Yes, but when I turn around to see who's making it, there's never a soul in sight. You think it's a ghost? Of course not. I'm sure there's a logical explanation. I hope so. Until I know what that voice is, the plaza's just too creepy for me to go anywhere near. Case of Rhyme City's ghost. Doesn't it make you curious, Tim? Sure does. Let's investigate. I'm busy. Thanks for all your help. All I want is to feel safe enough to walk through the plaza again. Find the truth behind the mysterious voice. All these side quests and how long this section has gone on. This has got to be like one of, if not the longest section in the game, right? Like this whole thing where bob around all this Rhyme City general area, right? It surely must be. Also, Fizzy Flask, I appreciate the raid there. Was certainly not expecting the the Spanish Inquisition there. Is going pretty alrighty today. How was the streaming to stream though? What were you just streaming, if you don't mind me asking? What was on the stream agenda for tonight? Wow, feels fat shamed. Strange voice. Oh, I really do hear something. Isn't that a Pokemon cry? Is it? Yeah. Can't quite tell what species, but it's gotta be a Pokemon. Wherever it's coming from, it can't be far. Let's take a look around. Tree? Just Burmy? Oh, Talo, new in town. Also, can you go get that ball? Maybe. It's good, we're playing Fatal Frame 5, made of Blackwater, so very different game vibe, but one that's fitting for Spooky Month and all that, right? Who's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu! It's Talo. That's what was calling out. Boy, it's loud. Is it? Why do you suppose it's making so much noise? All the spoops. Are you getting thoroughly spooped? I have a feeling this Talo only recently left its nest. Apparently, young Talo often become lonely and start loudly crying out for their parents. I was like, what's that in the corner of the screen? I guess that's Epom's tail. Gosh, now I'm kind of worried for it. Don't worry, I'm sure he'll be fine. Talo are also known for being gutsy. Keep your spirits up, Talo. Well then, let's go report what we found. When I can be bothered. Wait, is it actually teleporting me over? Means I gotta come back to Fountain Plaza. You're good. Oh, Detective, how'd the investigation go? Turns out the voice you heard was a Talo's. I think it was crying out because it only just left its nest, so it's lonely. What a relief. Now I know there's nothing to worry about when I pass by. Oh, but if it's not too much trouble. Well, can we get a reward for this investigation? Would you mind introducing yourself to Talo? I'm sure if there's someone checking in on it, it'll feel safer too. Good idea. I actually just arrived in Rhyme City myself. I'll say hello to Talo whenever I'm on my way home. Hope we can be friends. Thanks. I bet you two will become friends in no time. Is there really much point to these side quests? Is there now? Oh, I guess I could have talked to that one guy by the Licky Licky statue. Whatever. Whatever, I guess. Okay. Apom. See, the Apom of Rhyme City are as energetic as ever. Say, these Pokemon are good at climbing trees, aren't they? Think one of them could retrieve that guy's ball? Ha, that's a great idea. Hey, Apom. I was wondering if you could help us. Do you think you could get a ball down from up on a rooftop? Please, Apom. You're the only one who can help. Yeah. Oh, look, there it goes. We can manage to get our feelings across. It manages to get that ball down. Let's go see. Oh, yeah, and it'll teleport me back to this one as well anyway. So I may as well talk to the Licky Licky guy. That sounds so weird out of context. Yeah. Oh, here are the two from earlier. Guess what? After you left, an Apom appeared and got the ball from me. So, I helped you out after all. Glad to hear it. I figured you sent it over. It was such a huge help. My kids will be so happy now. Though I better give them a stern talking to about taking care of their things. Don't go too hard on them. Kids will be kids. If Tim couldn't even, like, see the roof, like, from down here, it was so high up, how the hell did the kids get it up there? Looks like Apom wants to play with the ball, too. Oh, do you want to play with my kids? I'd be so happy to have an Apom for a friend. Looks like you're happy to make new friends, too, Apom. Yeah, there we go. So now it's just find other Gossifleur and whatever's going on with the kids. I don't know if I'm going to find other Gossifleur at this point. Everyone changed my mind because I was thinking about checking those flowers there, but
Excuse me.
Thanks for your help earlier. Mind if I ask some more questions? Are you here to ask about my Impidimp again? No, this time it's about something else. After we talked, anything strange happened today after we talked? Oh, that was it. And Impidimp still hasn't come back. I wonder what the poor little guy's doing in the police station right now. Yeah, me too. He could be lonely in there. I'm more worried that he's getting up to his usual pranks and causing trouble for the police. He's always got so much excess energy to burn. I can only hope he behaves himself and gets let out soon. Well, Brad. You know a man named Brad McMaster who works for the Rhyme City Police? He's tall and typically wears a blue suit. Oh, he just came to see me earlier. He asked me to tell him about Impidimp. So I told him, well, everything. It all started when I was born. How much Impidimp loves playing pranks, his fondness for shiny things, stuff like that. The lieutenant was a really good listener. He took it all very seriously. I never figured out exactly why he was asking me all that. I see. Thanks again for your help. So, Brad was asking about an Impidimp who'd already been detained. Just what is Brad up to? I don't know. Are there the doodles over here? Hi. Danger rears its head. You can trust the Rhyme City Police to protect and serve. I'm gonna ask you something about the situation in the city. Anything unusual happened in the city today? Well, there were a number of incidents. Would you like me to tell you about each one? This is all could take a while. This is already taking a while. No, I don't need that much detail. Just looking for more general information. Sorry to trouble you. Sounds like your department is really busy. Oh, it's no trouble at all. Anything to protect the peace of our fine city. Well, Brad.
Excuse me?
You happen to know Lieutenant McMaster? Yes, of course. The Lieutenant's really been throwing himself into his work lately. One weird thing I've noticed, though, is that recently he's been going out and working on his own. And at the scenes of the crimes that have already been solved at that. Why would he be doing that? I really couldn't tell you. The cube-shaped device. Is it true that you use cube-shaped devices when you're detaining Pokemon? Ah, you must be in the management tags. What makes a management tag different from any other tag? I'm really not sure. I think they're really high-tech or something. I mean, they're machines after all. They probably got little computers inside or something. Do you know anything specific about their function? Well, I'm ashamed to say, but not really. I think the higher-ups in the PPB know how they work, though.
Excuse me?
Good evening, may I ask you some questions? I've been shooting this for 3 hours, 40 minutes. I do kind of want to do like one investigation per stream, roughly here, but you know, I am, part of me is getting pretty tired of this game. Is something the matter? But the situation in the city, this is all the game is, basically. Anything unusual happened in the city today? What do you mean by unusual? I mean, we responded to incidents every day. With so many Pokemon-related incidents lately, it feels like things are anything but usual. Sounds like a lot to deal with. Maybe a lot, but it's my job. All I can do is keep doing my best. Should we watch the Detective Pikachu movie the other night? It's a good movie. But the games,
Excuse me?
I actually thought the first game was kinda okay-ish. This one, no. That's me. You know, happen to know Lieutenant McMaster? Of course, we work together on a regular basis. He excels at performing his duty. His investigations are so thorough and efficient that Pokemon are detained almost as fast as the case itself is opened. That's not really something to be proud of, I don't think. In fact, Lieutenant McMaster is the highest crime clearance rate in the entire department. Okay. Wow, I didn't realize Brad was so highly regarded. But the cube-shaped device. Is it true they use cube-shaped devices when you're detaining Pokemon? Oh yeah, those things. We got orders from the PPB to attach them to Pokemon. How did the devices function? Who knows? They never really gave us any details. Yeah, those manuals only list attaching them. I don't know, go this way. Oh, jeez, that scared the crap out of me. I was in the middle of a yawn. Holy crap. My god. This game was starting to really tire me to the point that I was yawning. And then right at that moment, I get immediately woken up. Holy crap. I appreciate the raid there, Yomi Sakuraba. My god. Jeez, my heart. Yeah, it was perfect timing there. Yeah, it's like when you start dozing off in class and the teacher comes in and like smacks you awake there. That's basically what that was. That was a that was a reminder to get woken up again and keep on with the investigation and not pass out here. I appreciate the raid there, Yobi Sakuraba. How did the streaming to stream go? What were you streaming tonight? And welcome on in everybody from Yobi streaming to stream. We are doing some Detective Pikachu here, which is basically just, you know, go around, talk to everybody until we get a slight hint, move on to the next thing. Talk to everybody, get a slight hint. So the game is starting to make me slightly tired here because, yeah, you know, this is not really much to it. Playing some Final Fantasy VIII, just got through the first disc. Nice, nice. What do you know anything here? I've never actually played and beaten any Final Fantasy games. I have like 5 or something hours in Final Fantasy VII and about the same amount in Final Fantasy X. And that's it. And I've never actually beaten one before. One day I probably will. Should I keep my ring nice and secure on my finger from now on? Okay, well bye. Do you know anything? Has that injured Pokemon gotten any better? Yes, it's recovering quickly thanks to Indeedee. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Remember, helping each other out in times of need is the secret to a long life. You really recommend, but it's also your favorite out of the whole series, so you're biased. Yeah, I started streaming Final Fantasy X when I was like a pretty new streamer, like 5 years ago, because one of the streamers that I was actively watching at the time, Final Fantasy X is his favorite game of all time. And Final Fantasy X-2 is his least favorite game of all time. To the point that the term is literally, like, banned in his chat. You type it in and it gets automod, like, censor blocked out. It's pretty funny. So I started streaming Final Fantasy X, but because I was a brand new streamer, I didn't exactly have anyone in my stream to tell me my mic was muted. And I did 2 streams with, like... Wait, I think my mic was muted in one, and I think the game might have been muted in another. I had some sort of audio issue that made it, like, nigh unwatchable. So if anyone, like, tuned into my stream, you know, they would just dip out because, you know, I would have major audio issues, and my stream was basically unwatchable, and I didn't realize that. So I was like, man, if I'm gonna do, like, this playthrough, I gotta start from the beginning now. And then I never got around to it, and now it's 5 years later. And now, like, those videos only exist on my computer right now. Like, the lost files of Final Fantasy content on my channel, I guess, is the case there. So yeah, if I do start streaming some Final Fantasy one day, it'll probably either be 7 or 10. I'm leaning more towards 7 nowadays, and then doing a 7 remake, something like that. It says also pretty good. It's up there for you too, definitely. Okay, so quite like it as well. Finally got to catch some of this Detective Pikachu gameplay though. I don't know if there's too much to catch when it comes to this, but it's just going around and talking with everyone. Definitely had that mute thing happen a few times yourself, you can understand. Yeah, luckily now at this point in content creation, I have a monitor specifically for OBS so I can look over and see when I'm muted. I mean, sometimes when I'm doing recordings on my own time, like I recently did a recording session for my Minecraft series, and I went a couple minutes in without realizing I was muted and looked over and I saw I was muted on OBS and I was like, oops. So I guess it still happens sometimes, but thanks for your help earlier. Do you mind if I ask some more questions? About my Morpeko, I've already told you everything I know. No, it's about something else. After we talked, did anything strange happen today after we talked? Not really. I was so shocked after they took Morpeko from me that I couldn't find the motivation to do anything else with my day. Have you tried going to the police station? You might be able to visit Morpeko there. Oh, that thought never even occurred to me. I'll try visiting tomorrow. About Brad. You know a man named Brad McMaster who works for Rhyme City Police? He's tall and typically wears a blue suit. He's the blue spy. Yeah, I just met him. He came to ask me some questions. Oh, really? About what? The lieutenant asked me for details on Morpeko's ability. No testimony. Maybe he's piecing stuff together too. I don't know. So I explained Morpeko's appearance and the typing of his aura wheel move changes depending on whether he's hungry or full, or maybe Brad's trying to cover stuff up. Maybe Brad came to the same conclusion as we did, Tim. Doesn't make sense for Morpeko's aura to have been electric type if he was hungry when he used it. If that's true, then what exactly is Brad trying to do? So essentially what's going on here in this game is Pokemon are being detained for crimes they didn't do. They're being framed, and it seems like a Ditto that's being mind controlled is the one that's committing the crimes probably. And when they get detained, all the Pokemon have these devices put on their back that allows them to be like controlled to do whatever the people remote controlling them want to do. And that's what we're piecing together. And Pikachu's like currently detained and in jail and has one of those devices on his back. You just want your Glossifleur. So that's what's going on right now. Should I help earlier? Do you mind if I ask some more questions about my Inteleon? No, it's about something else. After we talked, anything strange happened today after we talked? Teleon hasn't come back yet, has he? Yeah, he's been jailed. No, he hasn't. I think he's still at the police station. Shop sure is lonely without Inteleon. It's hard to tell for sure, but I think even the flowers are drooping a bit. Inteleon always took such good care of them. I really hope he can come home soon. Well, Brad. You know a man named Brad McMaster who works for the Rhyme City Police? He's tall and typically wears a blue suit. Oh yes, Lieutenant just left in fact. Really? Do you know what he was doing here? Same thing as you did, actually. Investigating the flower display, Inteleon was accused of vandalizing. Like he's looking at the same things that we are. Couldn't make out what, but he was muttering to himself the whole time. Just like at Fountain Plaza. Brad sure spends a lot of time returning to the scene of the crime. But why is he investigating these crime scenes after the Pokemon have already been detained? It really makes me wonder.
Let's think.
Let's think? Does that mean I can deduce? Here? There's deducing to be done? Do I deduce this one? I have a lot of things here. Collecting a good amount of information about Brad. Now it's time to organize it and think this through. He's conducting his own investigation? Maybe. He's hiding evidence of the crimes? No, we still saw the evidence there. Casing locations for future crimes. I'd say he's conducting his own investigation.
Okay.
If Brad were the one giving orders to Ditto, there'd be no reason for him to go around asking questions after detaining the Pokemon. So I think Brad's just investigating the incidents, like we are. Yeah, I do. Okay, well that's figured out. He was conducting his own investigation. I had to do stuff here. Let's figure out what those cube-shaped devices really are. That make Pokemon stand out. Well, no, it controls them! Do whatever, I'll select this out of curiosity. Then we hear that the same Pokemon calm down because of the devices. I guess I don't have the information that says they're being mind-controlled yet. Even though I, as a player, have known that for, like, literally since the last time that I streamed, even. You know. Oh. I have known it for a while now. Oh, there's a Glossifleur here. Must be part of that choir. And you'd think him staring at Pikachu being controlled make him think like, maybe it controls them! Because he has seen it directly. And in more cases than just Pikachu, but I guess Tim's just really dumb. Glossifleur here must be part of that choir. I think it's just to ring this bell, right? Yeah, that's the second bell rung. Now we can go to Sen's fortress. Good. Looks like it's heading back to rejoin the choir.
Alright.
Ring the bell for both Glossifleur. Guess that means I'm done looking for them. They all reunited. I should go check on them. I hope you'll come see us sing the next time we're in the city. There we go. Now I just gotta find a Pokemon that has like protrusions on its head and detects how people are feeling. Is it just Lilligant again? Oh. It's not the crown there. Hi. Big Night, fueled by delicious berries. He looks really down. Does he? Are you looking at the same Pig Knight here? Oh dear, just give it a try, Pig Knight, please.
Excuse me?
Is there something I can help you with? Actually, there is. We were about to go camping. Pig Knight here is supposed to help light our campfire. Pig Knight's already so hungry he won't even budge. Poor thing. I meant to bring along some of his favorite berries, a big stretch from the doggy there. I guess I totally spaced out and forgot. I can't just leave Pig Knight here while I run home to get some. Hey Tim, can we gather up some berries for these two? From where? I'd like to. But do you think we can even find berries in the city that Pig Knight likes? Shouldn't that say, can't we even find berries that Pig Knight likes in the city? Like, I guess that last format makes sense, but it can be interpreted in a couple ways. You know. And like, you can find berries in the city that Pig Knight likes, like Pig Knight likes the city. My goodness, that was so much like that I start stumbling over my words. The city is full of Pokemon. Where there are Pokemon, there are bound to be berry trees. But the berries in the most obvious places have probably already been eaten. I guess we'll have to check each tree, one by one. Okay, if we find any berries, we'll bring them back here. It'll be a huge help, thank you so much. If it has to be one specific berry type. Might be out of luck. But because this is a video game, I'm sure we'll find it somewhere. My cousin and his girlfriend were visiting from BC. earlier today. They've been here for like the past week, staying over at my uncle's place, and they were visiting here earlier today because I had a bunch of like cool seeds and stuff like that, and they were wanting to like grow some interesting things. So I gave them a whole bunch of stuff. I gave them some Heskep seeds. I gave them some gooseberry seeds. I gave them some seeds to a very interesting type of apple that's red on the outside and red on the inside. What else did I give them there? Gave them blackberry seeds. Gave them seeds to a plant called mullein. That's not a berry, but it is a medicinal plant. You can use like its leaves and teas and stuff like that. Well, you're not the one with protrusions then, I guess. I don't know. Who have I yet to interview? There's no point going this way. What am I missing here? The new there, I don't think. The new with Apom. Apom, you look cheerful. I don't know what it is I'm missing here. Who have I not talked to? One over here. You have something new, but I don't think it matters. What quiet Pokemon? Do you know what it is, Rachel? Hi, Jesse. Oh, big yawn. So tired. You. This never shows itself in front of humans. Hi, Jesse. Well, it's pretty quiet back here in this parking lot. Suppose not a lot of people come here. Jess. How are you feeling? Hope to see you. Oh! Oh! Well, I can wrap up that thing at least then. I can do that in that case. I thought you said protrusions, not protrusion, singular.
Alright.
If the answer's a 10, alright. Oh, so you did get it. Well done and congratulations. Probably noticed it's alright, but Hatena prefers areas without a lot of people. Emotions of others. So it went into a parking lot? Emotions of others are constantly flowing into its head, so it'll run away if it detects strong feelings. Be very good at emotional regulation if you hope to have Hatena as a partner. Sounds like a really sensitive Pokemon. I wonder if Hatena would have appeared there if I'd been by myself. Think Tim's just that good? Well, that's all for today's quiz. Excellent job getting every answer right. Or maybe you have too much dark thoughts? Something. So, what was the last one here? Some berries. Check the trees? Don't even let me. Let me do that. I don't know. Who have I yet to talk to? I don't know. Because I still don't have, like, the mind control here as an option. I can select this out of curiosity, but yeah. Didn't figure it'd be that, but I don't know who I've yet to talk to. Yeah, they're mind control things. It's so obvious. She's got berries in it. Oh, okay, well, got that. Oh, and we teleport over here. Do you find some berries? Running on Tree and Fountain Plaza. These look perfect for Pig Night. Basically gonna have this game 100%ed by then, because I guess I'm doing all the side quests. I'll have 100%ed Detective Pikachu Returns. Can I chat with you about things? Back to visit your Pikachu again. Are you sure passionate about this case? Actually, that's not why I'm here. Can I ask you a question or two? About the situation in the city. Anything strange happened in the city today? I don't know if I'd necessarily call it strange, but there have been several Pokemon-related incidents. At this rate, they're gonna fill up every detainment room we've got. You're already putting multiple in each room. That must be pretty stressful for the Pokemon. They're stressed. They can work it out during their daily exercise time. Dang. Thanks for letting us know about Lieutenant McMaster. Trouble at all. What do you need him for anyway? Oh, I just remembered something about the incident Pikachu was involved in. I thought I could help with the investigation, so I wanted to tell the lieutenant in person. Understood. Thanks for reporting whatever info you can. The cube-shaped device. You know anything about those cube-shaped devices being put on Pokemon as they're detained? Oh, those things? I hear they're management tags. I don't quite understand how they work. They're pretty interesting. The moment a Pokemon is outfitted with a device, it goes with the police without any resistance. So now I can probably deduce the thing, right? Really? The Pokemon do that on their own? Yes, it's much safer when they aren't violent.
Let's think.
Okay. Deduce. I'm gonna deduce so hard. Okay. They're for controlling Pokemon.
Okay.
It's been so obvious for the past, like, probably 6 hours of gameplay. Those devices might actually be capable of controlling Pokemon. You really think so? I do. We don't have any evidence yet, of course, but it does seem that way based on what we've heard. Actually, maybe even more than 6 hours, because it was pretty evident with the Cramorant, honestly. That's true. Then Ditto was forced to obey someone else's orders. Yeah. It's terrible. I mean, can't you as a trainer usually order Pokemon around as long as the Pokemon doesn't, like, hate you? I mean, as well. Couldn't this similar thing have been done by means of that? Just asking Ditto to do it? The person orchestrating these crimes was controlling Ditto. How are they able to give it orders? The cube! Based on all the witness statements so far, it's not clear whether anyone was directing Ditto's actions. True, but there had to have been someone at the crime scenes talking directly to Ditto, right? Yeah, can't really think of any other method they could have used. What? Cramorant was controlled pretty remotely. It just got, like, a signal and then it acted on its own. There was no one that whispered into its ear, like, swallow that gem. Yeah, witness saw someone giving out orders. Where would Cramorant have gotten its orders from then? Yeah, should ask around if it needs to be verbally told. Oh my god, I need to start asking around for another thing. Now we know Brad isn't the culprit, and we got that tip about Ditto too. We should tell Pikachu as soon as we can. At night? They even let us see him? I thought it said this was evening. Officer at the reception desk said that we can visit up to twice a day. As long as the station's open, I think it'll be fine. Alright, visit Pikachu.